Have you ever noticed that when you do something, you are rarely there doing it? Wherever you are you actually there? When you walk, speak, or listen to someone, is your full attention with what you are doing in that moment? Or are you somewhere else? You walk, but your mind continues walking ahead of you. You talk, but a part of you is rehearsing what to say next. You listen, or a common one, especially if you are listening to others or listening to this video. But half of you is still thinking about yourself. Wouldn't it be great that wherever you go, there you are? Whoever you listen to, you don't hear just the words, but the essence. Whatever you do it with full presence. If you truly live this way, your whole life would transform. A totally new type of vitality and energy and enthusiasm would take over. But instead, the mind lives scattered, distracted, divided within itself. And that division is sleep. Sleeping, mechanical, unconscious awareness, divided within the ego. To awaken, you must learn another kind of division. Not of confusion, not of fantasies, but of conscious division of awareness. Meaning, to be aware of the world that you live in, and at the same time, aware of yourself. That is called divided attention. It is the practice of remembering yourself while also acting in life. You look at the world, you participate in the world without losing the sense that you are here. You listen to someone speak without forgetting the one who listens. You move, speak, breathe, but a part of you remains still, watching. In that instance, something new appears. You're no longer completely mechanical. You begin to feel the quiet witness inside. You begin to live from presence instead of reaction. There's a beautiful practice that the masters teach, which is called the key of soul. Subject, object, location. Which means to be aware of these three aspects in life wherever you go. Subject is you, the one who observes. Object is whatever you are doing or perceiving. Location is where it is all taking place. You can do that practice anytime, any day, doesn't matter what you're doing. Become aware of yourself. Become aware of the things around you that fascinate you, and become aware of where you are. When you unite these three things in a simple way, in a single moment of awareness, not intellectually, but to do it with the awareness, to be aware of those things without thinking or without an internal dialogue, then you begin to awaken the consciousness within that moment. To awaken out of the hypnosis that the world was keeping you trapped in. This happens because consciousness is not found in the past or the future or in the outward things. It is only here and now. You can ask inwardly, without words. For example, this is one way you could do it. Ask inwardly, without any words, who am I right now? What am I doing? Where am I? Don't do it philosophically or intellectually, but experience the reality of the answer directly, immediately. Let the questions pull you back into the moment. Let them remind you that you exist. It's very powerful. Subject, who are you? Object, what are you doing? Location, where am I in this moment? You will notice how quickly the attention escapes again. You'll forget and remember and forget and remember again and again, like a light bulb switching off and on. At one moment, the light bulb is illuminating the consciousness, and another moment, there it is again, dark. And you just keep coming back. That is self-remembering. So now you have been practicing self-observation. Now you're practicing self-remembering more deeply. To remember to come back when the light is not on. The light bulb in the beginning keeps turning on and off, and that's normal. But when you begin to practice this deeply, more consistently, you will easily realize for yourself how simple this is, that in moments of unconsciousness, all you need to do is to switch the light back on. You're back here, now, where you are in this moment, being. Your outward self might be doing, that's okay. But at least you remember to be here and now within yourself. So the real work here is not to never forget, but it is to remember again and again. Each time you remember, the light returns a little bit more. Each act of remembrance is like striking a match in the dark. One spark, and you see what was always there. So here's the practice. As you move through the day, walking, speaking, eating, working, keep a part of your attention inward. Feel the body from within. Feel the air entering your lungs. Be aware of what the eyes see, but also of the one seeing. Being aware of who is seeing. When you forget, when the light goes off, don't judge yourself. Just come back, quietly, without force. Say inwardly, I am here. Even a few seconds of true divided attention in this way is already a victory over sleep. it is already awakening. If you can live this way, even briefly, you'll discover that there are two lives. The one that dreams and the one that sees. Every moment you remember yourself, you move closer to the second one. You live as presence, not personality. This is the practice of divided attention, the remembrance of being while doing. It is the beginning of real consciousness. And the most exalted and transcendental part of this is, if you keep practicing, if you stay with it long enough, if your torch becomes bright enough for long enough, the separation between the observer and the observed will begin to dissolve into one single awareness. We could say this is the beginning of true spiritual joy and understanding. This is pure seeing, pure being. The being is no longer felt as an invisible witness far away, but it begins to be felt as a living friend, a vibration that hums within you, next to you, within you. A unity in the consciousness. That is where the path truly begins.